Did you guys know that you spend about $3,000 a year? $3,000 a year if you eat out for one meal a day? And you can double that number if you eat out twice a day. This is one of the main reasons why I want to share this easy hamburger recipe with you guys today. Because I know that we want to save money every chance we get. Today in this speech, you will learn how to make an easy at-home hamburger recipe that will save you time and money. After washing your hands, the very first step is to gather your ingredients. The recipe calls for a couple splashes of Worcestershire sauce, 1 egg, of course some ground beef, I have a pound, dry French onion soup mix, and I like to use Lipton Recipe Secrets, and some salt and pepper. And then also you can gather your toppings if you want to, whatever you prefer. I have tomato, onion, lettuce, and some cheese. You will also need to make sure that you have a couple bowls on hand, one small bowl and one larger bowl, as well as some gloves. These are optional, but I like to use them, and one fork and one knife. Jeffrey Bunn, who is the co-founder of Mealtime, a healthy eating planning app, explains his journey of breaking off his relationship with takeout and moving over to cooking more meals at home. He said his biggest challenge that he struggled with was finding time to cook at home. And I know that after surveying a lot of you guys have this similar struggle. After some experimentation, he was able to come up with a list that included recipes that took about 30 minutes or less to prepare. As a rule of thumb, he said to find recipes that call for 10 ingredients or less. He concluded that simplicity was his #1 requirement when it came to searching for recipes. I wanted to share this example with you guys today because it shows that quick and easy recipes do exist, but it might take some preliminary research and experimentation. So the second step after gathering all of our ingredients is to mix our egg with a couple of splashes of Worcestershire sauce. We will beat it with a fork until it looks like this. In a separate bowl, you will see that we combined the 1 pound of ground beef with the French onion soup mix and some salt and pepper. Next, we will add our little egg and Worcestershire mix into the ground beef mixture. What we're gonna do now is mix this all together with our hands. Like this. This is what our magnificent meat mixture should look like. Also, did you guys know that Huffington Post states that Americans consume about 14 billion pounds of hamburgers each year? 14 billion pounds of hamburgers each year. The next thing we're going to do is form our patties. So we're going to take the meat and we're going to put them into little balls. After reading about hamburgers on the History Channel's website, I found out that the origins of the hamburger are highly debated, but they became really popular in America after its introduction in the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, just like a lot of other popular foods that we know and love. After your skillet has had the time to heat up, we're going to add the meat. Okay, so we're going to squish the meat down a little bit. Make sure to flip it after the bottom starts turning brown. While your hamburgers are cooking, you can make sure to gather all of the toppings that you want. Make sure that your lettuce is peeled, your onions are chopped, and your tomatoes are sliced. In an article posted by the University of Washington, we get to hear about some of the advantages of eating and preparing home-cooked meals by Ben Atkinson, who is a dietitian at the Harborview Medical Center. He states that when we choose to eat at home, we save money, we save time, we can manage our portion controls, we can avoid food allergies, we choose healthy ingredients, and we can bring families closer together. Now's the fun part, bringing our beautiful burger to life. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that this gave you a little insight into how cooking can be fun, as well as time effective and cost efficient. Hopefully now we can start cutting out our $3,000 annual food budget.